And we are back. Our telephones are ringing off the hook, but as one falls off, another one can get on. The phone number is 1-866-627-5483. Let's go to Betty. Betty is calling from Billings. Betty, thanks for your call. You're on the air with Brad Johnson.
Yes, I'm curious about the position in the Secretary of State's office that's going to be opened up to national search. I think that we've had some good examples of national searches and what the results are right here in the city of Billings. I think that we have lots of talented young people in Montana, well educated, and I think that the position should be open to them in that regard. The cost involved in this is generally great. There's delay, and I'm just curious as to know why it takes a national search.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Betty. Good question.
Well, we would love to find a Montanan that wants to come to Helena and has the qualifications to fill that job, and we're certainly not precluding that. That certainly would be our preference, but by the same token, until we look, we don't know what other talent might be out there in other states. Again, this is an incredibly important position, and we just want to make sure that we've done everything possible to identify the best possible candidate to fill that position.
You know, Brad, there are a lot of jobs. She's right about Billings, and other cities in Montana have had the same experience. But when you're filling a specialty position, there's not a lot of people that come with those qualifications or that experience.
No, there aren't. Experienced election administrators do not grow on trees.
Yeah.
And
I hardly saw any listings for them in the Help Wanted ads.
There you go. That's right. So I think that while we are going to accept applications from outside of the state, again, we're encouraging anyone within Montana that has the resume that fills the bill to apply, and I hope they will.
Russ is calling from Fairfield. Good morning, Russ. You're on the air.
Yeah, you've got it's Ralph.
Ralph, I'm sorry, Ralph. I can't read my own writing here. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is it okay if I call you Russ, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't take any offense. I have a friend named Russ, so it's okay.
Okay, all right.
I'd like to see a slot on the ballot that says no confidence, and I've heard jokes about that before, but I think if there was, no confidence would win the election. It could send a message to the parties. And a lot of times the winning candidate feels that he has a mandate. And I think no confidence, if no confidence won the election, it would show that candidate that
Ralph,
he doesn't have a mandate.
think of this, though, just a second. I don't know what was the percentage of turnout for the last election?
63.5%.
Okay, so we've got 36.5% of the people who did just that by not voting. That's how they registered their no confidence in the government. It's a waste of a vote. I mean, if you hit that no confidence box on your ballot, if it's there, you haven't done any more for the election or for changing things than that 36.5% that just failed to get out of bed and go vote anyway. But I understand what you're saying, and there are a lot of people who have that same feeling. Ralph, we thank you for your call, and we want you to do it again. Chuck is calling from Columbia Falls. Chuck, good morning.
Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Mr. Secretary.
Good morning.
I'm going to have to disagree with you about the primary. I personally am sick of hearing all of these political ads and everyone doing this and that, saying they're going to do this and that. I believe that the primary should be one super primary on the same day for, say, maybe 4 to 6 months prior to the general election, and restrict them.
Yeah, that would work, Chuck, except we got to go. That would work except for the fact that they would put such a strain on the campaigns, the national campaigns. We've got about 20 seconds, and we need election workers, don't we?
We desperately do. We see an aging demographic with our poll workers, and it's increasingly difficult for us to recruit, train, and keep poll workers, and it's going to be a real challenge, David.
Get in touch with your county election officials, and that's easy to do. And tell them you'd like to work in the election. You'd like to be part of the process.
Absolutely.
Brad, thank you very much, and thank you for listening, folks.